Article of the Week number 29. Article title: Playing video games may improve your memory and attention, study says. Author: Allison Pierce Stevens. Date of publication: February 1st, 2023. Plenty of kids like to play video games, but is gaming good or bad for their brains? Scientists from the University of Vermont decided to find out. They recently found that video games could offer some benefits to the mind. Their study found that gamers did better than non-gamers on 2 mental tasks. In October 2022, the scientists published their findings. Bader Chari helped lead the new research. He's a neuroscientist. This is someone who studies the structure or function of the brain. Chari said that the scientists have looked at kids who play video games in the past, but many of their studies did not have good sample sizes. Sample size refers to the number of participants in a study. So Chari and his team worked with the data or information from 2,217 children. All of these children participated in a much larger study. Chari's team just used the information from that study. The scientists looked at 2 groups of kids in the study. One group was the non-gamer group. These kids said they never play video games. The other group was the gamer group. These kids said they play video games for at least 3 hours a day. All of the kids had their brains scanned with an fMRI scanner at age 9 or 10. fMRI is a tool for studying brain activity. It monitors blood flow in the brain while a person does a task. This tells scientists which brain regions are active during those tasks. Testing 2 groups of kids. The kids did 2 tasks while in the fMRI scanner. The first task was to press a right or left arrow on a computer. If the arrow was followed by an up arrow, the kids were not supposed to press a key. The up arrow was a signal to stop. This task tested their ability to quickly act on the stop signal. The second task was to remember facial expressions in pictures on the screen. The kids were supposed to remember the first expression they saw. They also had to remember the expression from 2 faces back. This task tested what's known as working memory. This is your ability to hold on to and use short-term information. Gamers proved better at both tasks. The results matched the brain scans. Chari said the results were not surprising. For the kids they looked at, areas of the brain involved in working and memory, attention, and problem solving were more active in gamers. Games require fast-paced processing of many types of information, he said. Results don't mean gaming is good for you. Areas of the brain and hand-eye coordination were less active in gamers than non-gamers. Chari said that's likely from practice. It's like using a muscle. Gamers' brains seem to have become stronger in this area, so they didn't need to work as hard to respond to the images viewed on the screen. The 2 tasks use screens and keyboards, so do video games. The researchers didn't think that gave gamers an advantage, but Chari said they can test that by looking at tasks that don't require hand-eye coordination. Fran Bloomberg works at Fordham University in New York City. She studies children's attention and problem-solving skills. She pointed out that this study was correlational. Correlation means there's a connection between one or more things, but we don't know for sure if one thing caused the other. The big question, Bloomberg said, is why gamers perform better on certain tasks than non-gamers. Bloomberg said they will need to run more studies to find out. Chari told gamers not to get too excited about the study's results. Many media sources have been interpreting the results to mean that video gaming is good for you, he said. We're not saying that. This study was a first look at this group of kids. Chari plans to collect more data as they get older. Then he can see whether their skills and brains change over time.